Hey, Shalom, it's your brother Yonathan. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want to say Shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Now, I'm going to run this clip for you all. And I want you to pay attention to what the primary person on the panel is advocating for. Okay, we're going to highlight that throughout the lesson and bring the point home as to why the earth needs new management and what's going to be happening leading up to that transference of power. Okay, because it's written in the scriptures exactly how it would play out. So Abarat Tazana's lesson is edifying. With no further ado, let's get into it.
We are built on pedophilia and blackmailing the most powerful
What do you mean we are built? Define that. Do you mean our
saying,
entire country?
No,
our entire government? Our entire FBI, CIA?
I'm saying this. Whoever,
or this is one little operation that
Adam,
they don't want to expose.
Whoever he was working for, Epstein, Mossad, CIA, everything. Apparently, the most powerful people on the world were flying to an island and having sex with underage kids because she said it. There's tens of thousands of hours of them doing it. If we're built on that and the most powerful people that are running the show are in charge, the guys telling Cash Patel, the thing that you just read, shut up. Shut up about it. Hold on, you know who I am. He knows who I am. I want accountability for everybody. If it's Trump, if it's Bill Gates, if it's Bill Clinton, I don't give a shit if it's the president of anything. Expose them because, Adam, the truth has to come out.
Okay, so I only have one question for you,
yes,
my dear friend. I agree with you, but at what price?
Take a deep breath.
Okay. But hold on, hear me out. At what price?
At any price, Adam.
So you're saying to expose whatever happened on Epstein Island, you're willing to do whatever this looks like.
Yes.
Tear down the government, expose all the secrets, put America basically in harm's way just to find out what's Epstein.
What do you mean, Adam?
Because these are the most powerful people in the world. They're apparently on this island.
Adam, so let the truth be told or the heavens fall. I don't care. Okay, Adam, and that's who Vincent Oshana is. I am 100% accountability, and I don't give a if that's what we were built on.
But at what price?
I don't give a
tearing
shit. There
down
no
America?
Price. Guess what the price is, Adam? God.
So
God's the price.
You're going
to answer them anyway.
You want to rule a city of ashes.
I don't give a shit if it's built on pedophilia and raping kids. Yes, because
you're being emotional.
No, I'm not. I'm being real.
You have to understand.
I'm being real.
The whole concept of do you want to cut your nose off to spite your face? There might be an issue. But do you want to cut your whole nose off and ruin your entire face because you care that much about this entire issue?
If the machine is running right now because pedophiles are running the show and they're telling him, shut the hell up because we're all pedophiles, knock it down. And my last thing, pal, what bothered me about what he said is, we're not going to re-victimize the girls and the victims. We're not going to do it.
Cash?
Yes, Cash. Guess what? Nobody wants to see any girl. I don't want to see any kids, male, boy, underage. Blur them out. But who's the guy that's touching them? Who's the guy that's molesting them and raping them? This is a horrible argument. It's absolutely ridiculous.
So again, realize what the head of the panel is advocating for. He's advocating for evil to be tolerated in this scenario. Oh, this is a small one-off, a small group of people. No, the leaders of the so-called free world were involved in this. And if the heads of the earth are involved in this, that's not just one little section where evil is happening. That means it's trickling down to every facet of society. The people that were there at Epstein's Island control all the major industries in the earth. That means evil is being forwarded in every industry in the earth. From the food to the education to technology to music to entertainment in general, evil is being forwarded. And what is evil? Evil is sin. Sin leads to death. Okay? So death is being forwarded within this society. Even with you personally, and you tolerate evil or you tolerate degeneracy in one place in your life, one aspect of your life, it trickles in everything. There's nowhere around it. You're either all in or all out. Okay? So the earth needs new management. Okay? A management that's going to forward righteousness in the earth. Okay? Now, if the Lord's righteousness is forward in the earth, life is going to be forwarded in the earth, and it's going to trickle down to every class of people. So the inhabitants are going to be better for it. The environment is going to be better for it. The minds of the people are going to be on a higher level and better for it. People's health, higher level. But majority of our, especially our people, they've come to associate the so-called white man with civilization itself. They can't even see society without him in power, which is why they always are seeking his validation or approval, when really the scriptures say he's the base man of the earth. And there's a society that's going to be set up, the kingdom of heaven, by the Lord, which the elect of our people are going to be ruling. But our people can't envision that. So when they hear us speak about it, when we bring out the scriptures about it, it's something that they don't even have the eye salve, the spiritual vision to see. So they're going to perish, as the scriptures say, where there's no vision, the people perish. All right, Sirach 10 and 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. What manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So these people with these big platforms, you know, all your news panelists, all your politicians, okay, on these big platforms, so like, yeah, they're in the pocket. They're playing ball with the wicked. So they're going to make ridiculous, they're going to take ridiculous stances like this guy took. I'll just let it go. It's not a big deal. This is why the scriptures also say a gift destroyeth the heart. These people will go to great lengths to protect, you know, the lifestyle they think they have. To protect this infrastructure that the wicked have set up. They can only see the carnal things in front of their face. They don't see the spiritual side of things. The Lord promised us so much better than this. But if you haven't been given the gift of faith, the eye salve, you're not going to see it. And majority of people are not going to see it. So they're going to be passionate about keeping what they think they have. And they don't have nothing. But the elect are going to be passionate about forwarding the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be established upon the earth. So the Lord is going to fix it all, though. So we jump down further in this chapter. In verse 8, it says, because of unrighteous dealings, which this devil has dealt unrighteously with every nation upon the face of the earth, especially the children of Israel, okay? Because us being here on the earth, calling on the name of the Father and the Son, is the primary threat to his agenda, which he wants to forward his kingdom and make it forever. So he usually has to kill off the Israelites or turn them into something else via that charagma, you know, taking ownership over them. Verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries. I did a series some years back called The Atrocities of Edom. It could have went on. It could have been 100 parts. It could have been 1,000 parts. It's something new we find out every day that this devil is doing. Okay? And riches got by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. Okay, so this kingdom, all right, the dominion of the earth, which complete domination of the earth was promised to two people in the Bible. And that was Jacob and Esau. Difference between the two is that Esau's had a time limit. It was temporary. But Jacob's will be everlasting. That's what Esau wants. He wants that everlasting blessing, but it wasn't promised to him. Nor is it going to be disannulled, okay, by him. It says, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, which there's the most covetous man upon the face of the earth is Esau Edom. You look up that word covetous, all right, it says inordinately desirous to obtain and possess, avaricious. Let's keep going. Eager to acquire. Okay. It says the desire of possessing more than we have, of any good thing whatsoever, of which we have already enough for our uses. So basically, the characteristic of the flesh always wants more. So, who's the most fleshly person on the earth? Esau, Edom. The scriptures tell us this. There should be any person as profane as Esau. Verse 9 again, it says, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such an one setteth his own soul to sale. Man sold his birthright, right? Because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels.
Pedophilia and blackmailing the most powerful.
I want to run this clip back. Had to take a pause. I want to run this clip back and maybe I'll catch some stuff I didn't catch the first time.
What do you mean we are built? Define that. Do you mean our entire country? Our entire government? Our entire FBI, CIA?
I'm saying this. Whoever,
or this is one little operation that
Adam,
they don't want to expose.
Whoever he was working for, Epstein, Mossad, CIA, everything. Apparently, the most powerful people on the world were flying to an island and having sex with underage kids because she said it. There's tens of thousands of hours of them doing it. If we're built on that and the most powerful people that are running the show are in charge, the guys telling Cash Patel, the thing that you just read, shut up. Shut up about it. Hold on, you know who I am. He knows who I am. I want accountability for everybody. If it's Trump, if it's Bill Gates, if it's Bill Clinton, I don't give a shit. If it's the president of anything, expose them because, Adam, the truth has to come out.
Okay, so I only have one question for you.
Yeah.
The truth is going to come out. The truth always comes out about things. The Lord set it up that way. The truth is coming out about who the actual people of the Lord are, how the Lord is going to renovate the earth, who the wicked is, how they move throughout the earth, their tactics, and the degeneracy, the depravity, the people that are supposed to be these beacons of morality, the leaders, is being put on display.
Yes. My dear friend, I agree with you, but at what price?
Take a deep breath.
Okay. But hold on, hear me out. At what price?
He says, at what price? And he's going to make an even bolder, he's going to be outright bold about it in a second. Let's watch it again.
Any price, Adam.
So you're saying to expose whatever happened on Epstein Island, you're willing to do whatever this looks like.
Yes.
Tear down the government, expose all the secrets, put it.
The government is going to be, all the governments are going to be torn down. There's going to be one government, one world government. Isaiah 2, Michael 4, all right? He probably doesn't know that, right, on the left. But America has to be destroyed. NATO, EU, all these governments that are contrary to the Lord's way. And you got to check it out. People that, go to church every Sunday, Christians, a typical Christian, they don't quite understand what the kingdom of heaven actually is. It's a rulership and a dominion, okay, alone. Which means there's no other, not going to be any other power that gets a say-so. Not going to be any other nation of people that get a say-so. All right? He's saying, at what price? Because he wants to keep his possessions within this society intact. Because, let's face it, man, the so-called Edomite, they're living in their heaven. All right? It's coming to an end, but they're living in it.
America basically in harm's way just to find out what's up.
What do you mean, Adam?
Because these are the most powerful people in the world.
Yeah.
They're apparently on this island.
Adam, so let the truth be told or the heavens fall. I don't care.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
Adam. And that's who Vincent Oshana is. I am 100% accountability, and I don't give a if Adam, if that's what we were built on.
But at what price?
I don't give a
tearing
shit.
down
no
America?
Price. Guess what the price is, Adam? God.
So
God's the price.
you want to
rule?
The Most High. The Most High is going to judge this place and set things right. Before you could have peace or justice reigning on the earth, you're going to have war, you're going to have calamity, you're going to have woe. Because the people that are in rulership, they're just not going to lay down and hand it over, right? Esau's the kind of man that, if he can't eat, he's going to flip the table over. Nobody can eat. So the scriptures say he's going to come like a madman, sparing none. He's going to do everything in the book to try to force the people to bend to his will. Even when the Most High commissions his son to pop up on the earth in person, this devil is still going to try to fight against him. As in Second Esdras, it talks about the soldiers, the troops being sore afraid, but yet durst fight.
Answer them
You
anyway.
want to rule a city of ashes.
I don't give a shit if it's built on
see-
pedophilia and raping.
America is going to be turned into ashes. That's for sure. Scriptures say this. But the elect are going to be delivered out of this pile of ashes. Okay, and that's the number or the lot we long to be a part of.
Kids? Yes, because
You're being emotional.
no, I'm not. I'm being
You
real.
have to understand.
Look at the tactics, this guy. You're being emotional. He's being passionate about calling out the evil that's going on earth, to where things this heinous could just get swept under the rug. He's calling it out, and this guy on the left, who's in the pocket, is saying, "What? You're being emotional. You're being irrational. Telling the truth." Like the end all be all of the earth functioning is the so-called white man being in power, the so-called white man having a say. White supremacy at its finest. If the white man's not in power, then the earth is just going to be ashes. That's how they think. And that's how 2/3 of our people think. So they're going to get judged right along with them.
The whole concept of do you want to cut your nose off to spite your face? There might be an issue. But do you want to cut your whole nose off and ruin your entire face because you care that much about this entire
Adam, if
issue?
the machine is running right now,
Yeah, we're going to the Lord's going to cut the face off of this serial killer. He's going to rip the whole that mask that's on the Edomite's face, that's on America's face, that's on the West face, that's on the wicked's face. He's snatching that mask off so people can see you for the demon that you actually are. So you can't deceive anymore. All the deception is going to be pulled back.
because pedophiles are running the show and they're telling him, shut the hell up because we're all pedophiles, knock it down. And my last thing, Pat, what bothered me about what he said is, we're not going to re-victimize the girls and the victims.
We're
not going to do it.
Cash?
Yes, yeah, Cash. Guess what? Nobody wants to see any girl. I don't want to see any kids, male, boy, underage. Blur them out. But who's the guy that's touching them? Who's the
Exactly.
guy that's molesting them and raping them? This is a horrible argument. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't...